high school, multilingual and heritage students often have to take beginner-level language courses, even if they already know the language. This sends the message that their linguistic repertoire is not an asset. In addition, it keeps them from developing the language skills they need for school or jobs. We also have our dual language immersion students enrolling in high school at the Spanish proficiency beyond Spanish 2. We need a new advanced and non-traditional Spanish course sequence to entice these students to enhance their language skills, which will impact their future productivity. Let me tell you a familiar story. As a teacher, I had a multilingual student who was enrolled in Spanish 1. He did the bare minimum in the class because he thought it did not have much to offer for him. It was hard for him to be engaged since the level was very basic. He tried his best to stay entertained. His differentiated classwork was left incomplete or turning blank. He did not want to do the hard work, even though he was capable and encouraged by his teacher. On test days, he passed the test. Therefore, he was barely passing level 1. Only towards the end of the course, getting for the final exam, the student became aware through guidance that he needs to pass the course for high school diploma requirement. At this point, the student became very interested in the language. He became attentive and appreciated the class. Fortunately, his efforts were only to get him an average grade. It was a shame because the student was proficient, multilingual student. Did the child fail to present his best? Yes. Did we fail to give him a challenging Spanish class? Yes. Could we do better to give him and others like him awareness of the benefits? Yes, we can. This is why we are here to give a solution to this common dilemma. We propose a new advanced and non-traditional Spanish course sequence. Elevating Spanish. We aim for students to read, write, and speak in Spanish to perform successfully academically and in their careers. Expanding Spanish. High school students should expand on their previous Spanish skills, combine cultural exploration, and solve real-life problems. A course sequence built in a structure of progression of the language development. We want to build a secondary pathway that fosters advanced language proficiency and build language skills needed to navigate in a variety of careers. The research is clear. Mastering more than one language makes you remarkable. Our students can stand out from the crowd and be stellar. They deserve it. Here at Richland 2, R&E and Spring Valley have 200 or more each school of multilingual heritage learners, in addition to the students from our dual immersion program. This means that we have more than 500 students in this district that can benefit from these courses at these 2 schools alone. We want the Spanish to be a positive learning experience where they communicate effectively and with ease. Spanish proficiency can open up job opportunities in a wide range of fields, especially as Spanish is a widely spoken language. Advanced Spanish proficiency in academics is essential for success in higher education. We all know that if you don't use it, you lose it. When Spanish-speaking children do not use the language, sadly, they lose their skill. Unfortunately, this also causes family tension. Being involved in this course sequence, as we're proposing, may help advance those kids from colloquial to standard Spanish, which is required for academic and work environment. One of the biggest misconceptions is that Spanish 1 and 2 is equivalent to English 1 and 2. Actually, Spanish 1 covers basic structures of vocabulary, while Spanish 2 covers basic storytelling in the present and past tense. On the other hand, English 1 and 2 students are able to articulate their opinion, develop advanced reading, writing, and critical thinking skills. This is because our courses are designated for different learners. English is designed for native English speakers, and Spanish is designated for foreign language learners. So, in order to have more second language learning experience for our students, we need to train the teachers in an advanced and non-traditional Spanish courses. We need to empower our multilingual learners. We need to encourage students to cultivate and to develop their language skills and cultural understanding. We need them to feel proud and boast of their accomplishment in the language. When the students feel proud of their heritage, it improves their personal and family life and their relationships. We need to advertise our advanced and non-traditional Spanish courses in a variety of ways. We need to be creative in marketing the new program to the right student and parents, the right business partners, and potential employers. The successful implementation of these courses will need funding to allow students exposure by offering field studies, guest speakers, work-based terminology, and career training resources, including pop culture, media, and new technology used in Spanish settings. We are looking for advanced level courses for freshmen in high school to take Spanish 3 honors, sophomore take Spanish 4 honors, juniors and seniors will be taking dual enrollment classes, or Spanish for specific purpose courses with the local higher education institution. It will make sure that they are proficient and productive at work. We're looking forward to getting your support for our well-deserved and multilingual community. Thank you for your time.